Do the right thing. That's what many are saying to Spike Lee as they call on the famed director to end his new Kickstarter campaign. Now, if you don't know, Kickstarter is a website that helps... Hang on. We're going to go there.
Why do you open like that? Why would you open like that?
Because we're all about controversy here. We're going to let you answer in a second. But I got to tell what people what the Kickstarter thing is. It's a website.
Why would you open like that?
That helps artists fund their projects using crowdsourcing. Here's how it works. You make your pitch in a video, you upload it, you hope the idea takes off. It's mostly for up-and-coming novices. So what is an Oscar-nominated director like Spike Lee doing on this set? We thought we'd ask him in person.
Well, I would like to refute your opening.
Just tell me. I mean, you've got a lot of money. You don't need to do this. Why would you go to Kickstarter? I think it's interesting.
First of all, you don't know how much money I have. You never seen me before in your life. So if you would assume what my financial state is, that's wrong. Second of all, I've been doing Kickstarting before there was Kickstarter.
So you know how to raise money.
Can I finish, please? Only have 6 minutes, so I would like to get my voice in. I've been doing Kickstarter before there was Kickstarter. That's how I raised the money for my first one. She's going to have it.
So why go to Kickstarter then? If you know how to raise money, why are you going there?
Because crowdfunding is the new wave to get financing. Crowdfunding, where you go directly to your base, directly to the people who love. She's going to have it. School Days, Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X, He Got Game, Summer of Sam, 20th Hour, Inside Man, Kings of Comedy, Kobe Doing Work. That's a body of work that's been amassed over 3 decades. And I'm going directly to the people.
Okay, so walk me through. I want to know what's different about then and now. So you've done it before.
What's different is that the whole Hollywood game has changed. Now studios only want to make tentpole films that can open on the same day globally and make trillions of dollars.
Which, by the way, aren't doing well this year, are they?
Exactly. That's the same thing why Spielberg and George Lucas themselves, who you might say created the blockbuster phenomenon, said that this path of tentpoles is going to collapse the whole Hollywood industry. And that's not me. That's Spielberg and Lucas is saying that.
So
therefore, when I want to do my new film coming out Thanksgiving weekend is Oh Boy. That's a studio film. Josh Brolin and Sam Jackson. This is a film that is an independent film. I'm an independent filmmaker. So I'm appealing to my I'm appealing to my base. Go to kickstarter.com. The pledge as little as $5 to help me get my new
You're a third of the way there?
To get my new film made.
You need $1.25 million?
Yes.
And you're the third of the way there.
We're going to make it. Much to your chagrin, we will make it, people.
Hey,
don't worry about her. Don't worry about haters like her. We're going to get there.
I am all for you making this film. I'm trying to understand why
you cannot be for my film if you open up a segment like that. That is pure hate. That was pure hatred. I'm sorry, Trish. But I'll tell you something. Hate conquers love.
These are the concerns of some people out there. Spike, that is my job. This is not my concern. It's the concern of people out there.
People have the concern that when Do the Right Thing release, black people run amok and riot. So what does that mean?
I am voicing the concern of what some have said. Okay? You got to be able to take the criticism, right?
Oh, I'm taking it.
I'm not
going to sit here and just let you say that stuff without me refuting it.
Okay, so let me ask you. This is effectively something that you say you've been doing for a long time, just going directly to people. Is the difference this time that it's actually kind of in a public sphere, that it's over a computer where anyone can be part of it? And that's what makes it exciting.
Yes, we're talking about technology, we're talking about social media. When I was trying to raise $175,000, but she's going to have it way back in 1985 where we had to keep our save with empty soda cans and bottles for nickel deposit, there was no internet.
And by the way, you made $7 million on that film.
Yes.
That was a home run. That's what launched you.
That was 1986. That world is gone. It's gone. Steven Soderbergh, who pledged $10,000 to this project, he said he's not going to work in Hollywood anymore. He's saying he's just going to do work doing cable movies. The whole industry has changed.
Are we?
So you
Well,
have to be able,
let me
you have to
ask
be able
this.
to adapt.
I agree with you. What about those, however, that are complaining that you're taking money from the smaller artists?
First
that
of
are
all,
trying
that's
to-
not true.
to
That's
get
not
out there?
true. I'm bringing people to Kickstarter who never even heard of Kickstarter, who never, ever pledged before. And the two of the cases, there's data that says Veronica Mars raised $5.5 million, and Zach Braff. They brought new people to Kickstarter, and so therefore, this narrative that I'm hurting the small independent filmmaker is not true.
Is this
Well,
a new trend?
well, you're
Is this
going to
what's
new
gonna
guys.
happen?
You're finding new guys.
Can I just say something real quick? I know we got time. Why would I be a professor at NYU for 15 years, the graduate film school? Why would I be the artistic director at NYU if I didn't care about young filmmakers? I'm a professor. Since 1989, let me finish, since 1989, I have given out $300,000 to my students through the Spike Lee Production Fund. That is not an act of someone who's trying to squish out young filmmakers.